Hi Queens, I take Lean Cuisine or their sister company Vital Pursuit and I add my own twist on it to help me lose weight. This is my lunch today. Let me tell you about it. This is Lean Cuisine's chicken fried rice. It has veggies and some egg and some garlic soy sauce. It's only 300 calories and this is what my food looks like frozen. I like to show the food before we do anything. I'm going to stick it in the microwave for 3 minutes and then I'm going to prep it for my air fryer. Okay, so then I placed my Lean Cuisine on some foil and I chopped up a whole bunch of veggies, red pepper, red onion, and I also have some lotus root in there. And I'm going to stick it in my air fryer at 425 for 10 minutes. This cooking, I just wanted to talk about like the price of groceries and how much this usually costs me on top of like the veggies and everything. My grocery budget is $75. Sometimes I'm lucky and I get $100 for just myself a week. And that includes my Lean Cuisine meals. What I like to do is I like to go to Aldi's, and sometimes I go to Sam's Club because my mom has a membership, so I'm lucky there. And I'll get veggies in bulk. And all of this stuff, like I get that from Aldi's. These huge mushrooms were from Sam's Club. And I get tons of veggies. And I have tons of onions and limes and sweet potatoes and ginger and stuff like that. I'm in fruit. And you're right, this could get rotten very fast. So I have actually 3 fridges because I live an hour away from the big city. And this fridge came with the house. This one came from our house before, and then we ended up buying a smaller freezer because I like to store a lot of our produce and veggies in there so I don't have to keep running back and forth. A lot of what you see is from my own yard. All of these little bags right here, I grow a ton of vegetables. And sometimes, you know, we eat them all, so I do have to go to Aldi's. Like I went through my peppers really fast. I have a couple green peppers left. But we grow almost every single fruit tree in our yard, and I try to grow every vegetable that I like to eat. But I digress. Not everybody is lucky that they can have a yard where they can grow stuff. So I do buy a big bag of peppers, and I tell you what, if I know I'm not going to eat it or if it's starting to look like it's going to go bad, I put that in the freezer so I can have it with next week's Lean Cuisine meals. The only thing that's kind of suck, like I can freeze these, I can freeze all this. Cabbage goes bad really fast. But it's like less than $2. Sometimes I can get it $1. Sometimes I can get it $2 at Aldi's. And I do purchase this once a week. That is one thing I do purchase once a week. The rest of them I can get away with for a whole month, even longer if I freeze it. I try taking Lean Cuisine and using it as my base for whatever I'm craving that day because they have so many meal options. And then I add tons and tons of veggies on it. Or I add a little bit of cottage cheese for extra protein or an egg. And this is what has been so successful for me to help me lose my weight and maintain it during these winter months. And this is what it looks like done. I did drizzle on some sriracha mayo, just a little bit. Don't like using it because it has a lot of calories. It's 60 calories per 1 tablespoon. But today I was craving it. And I was going to make a deviled egg to go on it, but my eggs were actually bad, so I had to throw my egg away. Maybe next time. But usually you could add like a deviled egg on top of this, and this is delicious. This is going to be my lunch today. If you guys don't know, these are lotus roots, and you can get these at your local Asian grocery store. It is a vegetable, and it has a very nice crunch to it. It picks up any flavor you put on it. So it's pretty much like it has 0 flavor. Think of it as like an onion, not as an onion in like taste, but an onion in texture. It has a good crunch, but it's 0 flavor. Whatever flavor you want it to be, you just put that on there. But this is going to be my lunch today, and I will be back later for dinner.